The country presents a combination of tradition and modernity that's challenging to find elsewhere in the world. Qatar honors its legacy, but still offers newbies and visitors trendy amenities, lodgings and infrastructure, and a blend of global cultures, cuisines, and lifestyles. So in this video, we are going to discuss top 10 most interesting facts about Qatar. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Qatar is the first Arab country to host FIFA World Cup 2022. In 2022, Qatar is the first Arab country to control this big sports event. Not only that, but it will likewise be the smallest country ever to host it, and the only one to keep it in the winter time. Similarly, it will be the first ever carbon-neutral World Cup. Qatar has sponsored this event enough, and it pledges to be a great World Cup when the time arrives. Number 9. Qatar is one of the richest countries. Looking around at the amazing skyscrapers and stunning towers and projects, no surprise to you that Qatar is one of the richest countries in the world. Qatar's gross domestic product, GDP, per capita is a whopping $138,910. Also, unsurprisingly, much of this wealth comes from petroleum and natural gas sources. Investors like to invest in real estate through property transactions, and it, directly and indirectly, increases the gross national income of Qatar. Number 8. Katara Mosque is the best mosque of Qatar. Qatar is a Muslim country and thus has a different working week than in the Western countries know it. The work week in Qatar runs from Sundays to Thursdays, as the shops are usually closed on Fridays and Saturdays. The Corniche Walkway in Doha, where many families go for a stroll on the weekends. Number 7. It's hot, really hot. Qatar is one of the hottest places on Earth, with an average summer temperature of 35 degrees Celsius and peak temperatures of 50 degrees Celsius. Qatar's scorching heat has gotten worse with human-caused climate change, with a lack of arable land, rainfall, and forests compounding the effects. In the capital city of Doha, for example, a newly launched air-conditioned running track wafts chilly air into a solar-paneled structure that shades athletes. Number 6. It's a man's world. Qatar has the world's largest male-to-female ratio, with men outnumbering women nearly 3-to-1. That number has spiked since the 1970s, in part because of its reliance on mostly male migrant workers. That gender disparity, Qatari laws, and local conservative customs create an environment where discrimination and violence against women has become all too common, according to rights groups. Women must have men's permission to do things like marry or travel abroad. Number 5. The entire country is smaller than Sydney. The emirate occupies approximately 11,586 square kilometers of land, making it smaller than Sydney, but bigger than Melbourne. Qatar's land mass is just 0.15% that of Australia as a whole, which occupies a total of 7,741,220 square kilometers. When it comes to population, Qatar is home to just 3 million people, compared to Australia's 25.7 million. A nation of mostly migrants, there are fewer than 400,000 Qatari citizens. Number 4. There's no such thing as a tree change. The COVID-19 pandemic saw a rise in the number of people making tree changes in Australia, foregoing the city for the country. But in Qatar, that option doesn't exist. Everyone lives in the city. The desert country has almost no arable land for farming, no forests, and the entire population lives in urban areas, mostly in the capital city of Doha. Qatar is also almost entirely flat and, at its highest point, is only 103 meters above sea level. Number 3. Qatar is located between the sea and the desert. One of the main attractions of a trip to Qatar is admiring the country's unparalleled nature and geography, which lies between the Persian Gulf and the huge Khor Al-Udeid Desert. This location guarantees stunning and diversified landscapes in Qatar, ranging from a coastline with cliffs and clear waters to dunes and natural pools that look like mirages in the middle of the desert. Number 2. Islam is the main religion of Qatar. Islam is the official religion of the country, followed by almost 70% of the population. However, due to the large number of foreigners living in Qatar, it is also possible to find considerable numbers of Hindus, Christians, and Buddhists. The strength of the Islamic faith in the local culture can be seen in the collection of the MIA Museum of Islamic Art, which holds the largest collection of Islamic art in the world and is one of the main attractions of the capital Doha. Number 1. Qatar and World Cup controversies. Qatar has been surrounded by many controversies in regard to the World Cup 2022. Firstly, it has been under public scrutiny after news circulated that around 6,500 migrant workers lost their lives in the process of building the stadiums in Qatar. In addition, Qatar's stance on the LGBTQ movement has sparked debate on international platforms. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.